Hello and welcome to Blytheway Business News. Today we're joined by Phoenix Copper's Chief Executive, Ryan McDermott. Phoenix operates the Empire Mine out in Idaho, North America, and is listed in London on the AIM exchange with the ticker PXC and a market capitalization there of around 30 million sterling. And Phoenix is also listed on the OTC market in America with the symbol of PXCLF. Ryan, welcome back. The last time you were with us, we were discussing some of the drilling results at the Empire open pit. They've now been used to update the resource. Tell us, what's the significant changes?
No, thanks, Tim. You bet. Yeah, we're actually pretty excited following the drilling of 32 holes this summer in the Empire main zone. We had our consultant update the resource model, and what that's resulted in is an increase of about 13 million pounds of copper, 20,000 ounces of gold, and 500,000 ounces of silver in the measured and indicated category, and a total of about an additional 4 million tons in that same category. What that does is gets us into a position to finish a PEA, which we are working on right now. The most important part of that, really, at this point, we have the resources to work with. It's adding the metallurgical recoveries from the metallurgical test work that we're doing in Salt Lake City.
Okay. Now, I know the next step is an updated PEA, and I want to come back to that. But the PEA will not just be based on the resource update, but I understand you're also looking at an environmentally friendly metallurgical process and set of results. What's the benefit, or why are you using this environmentally friendly reagent? Tell us a bit more about that, please.
Well, sure. Our metallurgical engineer is testing a chemical or a reagent called ammonium thiosulfate. Ammonium thiosulfate is commonly used in Russia and I think some places in Europe as a gold recovery reagent. It's not widely used in North America yet. What we've found on bench scale test work is that it's working not only equally as well, but in some instances better than sodium cyanide. The big advantage to using ammonium thiosulfate over sodium cyanide is ammonium thiosulfate is a fertilizer. It's a non-toxic reagent, unlike cyanide. So really our interest is to get ammonium thiosulfate to work with similar recoveries to cyanide. And if we can do that, then it certainly shortens the permitting process, not having to use cyanide. And it's the right thing to do.
So all things being equal, using the new reagent, the environmentally more sensitive reagent, Ryan, when do you think we might be seeing, when can we expect the updated preliminary economic assessment, the PEA?
You bet. We're targeting completion of the PEA in November, keeping in mind that although the Met Lab is working as quickly as they can, the lead time on some equipment and chemicals right now as a result of the pandemic has slowed things down a bit. But I still think we're going to achieve kind of a mid to end November publication date for the PEA. So okay. We appreciate everybody's patience, and we are working as quickly as we can, but there are some challenges along the way.
Well, it's November, that's next month, and it's coming along pretty quickly anyway.
That's right.
Let's just wrap up. It's a short one today. Just give us a quick recap, the significance of this updated resource. Why do you think it's significant for Phoenix? Why is it significant for investors?
You bet. Well, I mentioned the increase in metal earlier in the interview. What that equates to, if we look at that in copper equivalent pounds of metal at about a $3 copper price, we just added $120 million of gross metal value to our resource, and we did that with a little less than $300,000 of direct drilling cost. The other thing I'll mention is that most of that metal is nearer the surface or the top of the pit as a result of the 32 holes we drilled being fairly shallow. So all of that's quite significant from an economic standpoint.
So Ryan, you've drilled some 32 holes. You've added several millions of dollars to the valuation of the company, and that's just in the copper. And is it fair to say there's an awful lot more yet to look at the Empire Mine?
Well, sure, Tim. We do recognize that this is a large system. We have the oxide copper or oxide polymetallic deposit near the surface. We know for a fact there are deeper copper sulfide veins or polymetallic sulfide veins that feed this system. As well, we're sitting over what appears to be a fairly large porphyry system. So we're a long way from identifying the boundaries of that. But really, our focus right now is on the Empire, on the polymetallic oxide. That keeps our days full, and that's the best bang for our buck right now. But we have kept in mind the potential in the surrounding areas.
Ryan, thanks for joining us. Come back and see us soon. That was Ryan McDermott, Chief Exec of Phoenix Copper out there in Idaho, in the northwest of America. Phoenix is sitting there with gold, silver, zinc, and as Ryan was telling us, several $1 million worth now more of copper, all those metals in high demand. So that's Phoenix Copper on the AIM market and on OTC. That's it from Blytheway Business News. Thank you for watching.